Hey everybody, DSJ here, the one and only Ultimate Nerd. And no, this is not Pokemon Sword, this is actually Pokemon Shield. But I'm not here to talk about this game. But I am going to talk about, well, what's kind of been on my mind lately. And a song that pretty much fit the mood. Well, it fit my mood. Yeah, it was a song that was in the Pocket Monsters anime. And yes, I'm saying Pocket Monsters, not Pokemon, because yeah, I'm talking about the Japanese version of the anime. The song is called Type Wild. And the reason why I'm about to talk about Type Wild is because, well, the song kind of literally speaks to me, as well as the anime series itself, because at this time of this recording, which is March 3rd, we already went through the English version of a certain episode of Sun and Moon. But let me talk about the song first. This song played a lot, during the Pocket Monsters tenure, because at first it was the 5th ending of the original series. And as it plays, it had like a mind you, both versions had the same lyrics for the most part, but the way it played during the during the first series as the 5th ending theme, it had more of a reflective feel to it. Because it's more or less it come off as, Ash has, went through all this and reflect on his journeys. You could tell by the way the guitar is playing, it's more reflective, a tad quiet, especially when it got to the end, but it's not depressing. That's why I say it somewhat had a subdued tone to it. But when it got to Sun and Moon, it starts off hype for a beginning, and then it had a strong coda to the end. No, it had a strong coda. I was just being redundant. But when I said strong coda, I mean like the ending tone was more impactful. Because if you look at Sun and Moon on episode 144, he won the exhibition match against Tapu Koko. And that's an accomplishment, especially for Ash, when we pretty much was saying all kinds of jokes like he will never win the Pokemon League, and he did. He won the Alola League and became the Alola Region Champion. And while that battle was going, well, when they were about to perform, the Z moves on each other, that song was playing, and it sounded way more triumphant. Reason why I say this, if you look at the translated lyrics, it makes a lot of sense in, in both contexts when it was ending 5 for the original series and up until the point that Ash won. Granted, the lyrics are more metaphors than anything else. If you listen to English covers, it's more of a literal sense. When I was talking about it was based on reflective because at the same time it's reflective. When it was the ending theme for Sun and Moon. But the thing is, Ash as a Pokemon trainer had to reflect on all his accomplishments, all his failures, all the Pokemon he caught, and all the friends he done traveled along the way. We're not just talking about Alola or Kanto, we talking about every freaking region he done went through. And even though we used to harshly say he ain't learned anything, especially during the events of Black and White, he learned more than we thought he did, which caused them to get to that point. And when it came to the English cover of the song, at the very end, when it said something along the lines, before you know it becomes a reality, so follow your dreams. Yeah, that's more literal, but at the same time, they didn't catch the impact. That's why I kind of like the actual translated version better, because the words, especially to me, has more of an impact. I'm explaining why in a minute. Because it says, and someday I will say hello to my dreams. Because once you think about it, you go through a lot of triumphs, you go through a lot of failures, but all in all, at the end, you're right there. You accomplish your dreams. You're right there. That's why I kind of didn't like the English cover had a good message to follow your dreams, but it's almost like you still gonna follow. Rather saying you went through everything and for once you accomplished what you set out to because you didn't give up. That's why the Sun and Moon version of this song, there's a part that I would consider the breakdown where it got more hype than height. The lyrics more and more repeats one more time before it goes back to the refrain or chorus, as it will. And it was like, you're not gonna give up. You're gonna keep on going. You there for the long haul. Which actually brings me to why this song speaks to me. Everybody know 2016 was a complete rough patch for me. I lost my dad that year. Matter of fact, at the beginning of the year, 6 months before I lost my dad, I lost my grandmother. I had to move back to my hometown. It's just a lot of stuff was going bad for me. 2016, 2017. But this is why I kind of wish that the Sun and Moon version of this song was out during that time because that would have got me through, but at the same time, I lived it. If that makes sense. Because I had to think about all my accomplishments, all my failures through life, my YouTube channel, everything. And the only thing I can do, I had to keep pushing myself. Keep up the energy. And not give up. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the state of YouTube now does kind of suck. But I've been on YouTube for so long, I know I'm used to the unpredictability. But you know, sometimes you go through stuff that it's like you try so hard to keep up with everything to the point you do eventually hit burnout, and burnout sucks. Burnout freaking sucks. And I'm not gonna lie, at the very beginning of this year, I think that's when I hit the pinnacle of burnout. And I've never been that burnout in my life. Because when I start getting sick to the point I can't do anything, which the flu happened, I really didn't feel like playing anything anymore. And when I got a little bit better, it's just like I lost the drive for a minute there. And then I had to think about it. It almost felt like I was giving up. And that's never been me. But the thing is, I don't like feeling like a failure to my viewers, you know? But at the same time, I also have to stick to my guns. This is why I'm talking about this song so much now. Because if I've been around since 2007 or 2008, since I made my very first video, why should I give up now? The real reason why I made this channel is to get people to like enjoy and love different type of games. Granted, I don't play sports games and all, but at the same time, I want people to like love many types. I do play a sports game or two, just not Madden or FIFA or anything that has a market transaction in it. But the thing is, I know I'm rambling, but this is one of them times I have to. This channel was made for people to express their enjoyment and love of video games. Not only video games, even anime, comics, stuff like that. Matter of fact, that's the main reason why I did the second channel, and I neglected it like an idiot, which I need to actually work on it. But what it boils down to, when it gets to the point that I got to the if it gets to the point that I absolutely have no strength to continue, that's when I'll actually stop. But I'm heeding the words of this song, and you know what? Make write down a schedule for myself. I'm realizing more and more that crap doesn't work for me. I just gotta make sure I remain motivated. Because like I said, and no, like the song said, before you know it, little by little, more and more, and I'm gonna be strong. While saying tight word after every line on that note, it gets me pumped. Matter of fact, I found myself listening to this song today. And for all the smaller YouTubers out there that's just getting started, I know it's hard to find a niche. I know it's hard to find an audience. But the thing is, don't give up. As soon as you give up, you're admitting defeat. And you know what? It's too soon for me to even admit that. Way too soon. Because I'm no longer gonna let a numbers game affect me. I said it once, I'ma say it again. For the little views I do get, and the many views I got in the past, I'm grateful for every bit of them. And the ones that's just starting out, be grateful for the views you do get. Eventually, as time goes on, you'll get better. And then you'll find your audience. I guess with that being said, it's time not only to nerd the heck out, it's time to get my game on. And yes, I took that from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. But you know what? It doesn't make it any less true. This was DSJ. And remember, let's all nerd the heck out. Oh yeah, you can also find Type Wow on Apple Music and the iTunes store. Download that song. I'm telling you, it's a good listen, and it will get you pumped. That reminds me, it's time for me to face a game that I wasn't willing to do a month of Mega Mail in 2019, but guess what? forget the month of Mega May, because I about to do this crap right now in March. As this video come up, it's time for me to truly face the Mega Man Zero series. Granted, 3 or 4 that is actually easier, but the more annoying ones I had to deal with was 1 and 2. Because I never beaten them until now. See you guys then.